Hmm. Ah. I invite you as you come into this live, or if you're watching this at a later time, even if you have to pause the video, to really give yourself the space to be in presence, to really give yourself the space to be here and let go. To let go of the distractions. If you have your phone near you, please stand up now and put it as far as you can away from you. Let's let go of this scrolling up and down syndrome. Let's be present. We can get to that later. There's nothing bad about it. It's just give ourselves the space to be more in the horizontal, in the being, in the I am, and allow spirit to show us what is really real here, which is the purpose of these lives, is to have the message of the Holy Spirit come through, as A Course in Miracles teaches us, and to be open vessels for the message. And we do this collectively, and these channeling sessions are for everyone collectively. These messages, no one is left out. No one is left out. Whoever wants to hear the message will hear the message. And those that don't hear it with physical ears in this live, or never even see this live, will experience it. Because we're one mind, and the more love that we bring into this moment, the more love that we bring into the mind, the more that we're healing ourselves, and the more that we are higher the vibrational frequency in this consciousness, in this level of form, and blessing our brothers and sisters. So at this time, we do bless everything that appears to be outside in form. We bless everything with the understanding that we can be hurt, and that everyone and everything, regardless of what it appears to be like, is a blessing. So with that, I feel the message is already coming through. Um, what's been happening before I do these channelings is sort of what happens to me before I speak, or when before I'm speaking. Either it could be at a unity church, or it could be at an event, that I begin to receive the talk or the message the day before, or in the morning. I'm already getting the topics or the inspiration or the points to share with the audience. And that's what's happening now with the channelings. I'm beginning to receive information before the channeling in regards to things that would be helpful to address, and I am listening. I'm listening, and I'm honored, because it's not me doing the work. Um, there's a lot of humility in that God is here and God is my father, and somehow um I'm allowing myself to be used, but I'm I'm not doing this. I'm not, it's like when I'm doing sessions with people there, they get, feel better, or they have something that occurs, or transformation, or happiness that comes into their lives, or peace. It happens also online. Um, but it's that whole saying of, it's not I, but God through me that does the work. And it's also through you, God does the work. So there's a humility there, that we have our Father, and that like letting go of the arrogance that we are doing it, right? So, anyways, going back to what I was feeling, or what was coming through as I was doing my hair, what came up was triggers. Triggered. When we're triggered, when things outside trigger us, when someone in particular is triggering us, or when a situation is triggering us, anytime that we're losing our peace, we are we are being triggered, and we are in a spiral down into the abyss of illusion. Okay. So what came to me was that the statement that came to me, and this is how I will come through today with the channeling, is we can't be triggered. We can't be triggered. Now the B is standing out for me. Like, we cannot be triggered. We cannot be triggered. We trigger ourselves. Okay, this is a very important statement, because it's a statement of responsibility, which is what the Course in Miracles is teaching us. It's teaching us to let go of victimization, and to recognize that we are the creators. We are responsible for our experiences, how we're experiencing things. So in that case, we're not being triggered. We can't be triggered. We trigger ourselves. Okay, so I want to just channel in spirit of triggers, of emotions, how to step in through emotions, how to handle emotions, or when the trigger comes up, how to deal with it, and not get lost in the illusion. So the first thing that's coming up is gentleness. Is my dear, my darling, my love, be gentle. There's a call for gentleness with a big, big G. It's like gentleness, God. So it's God gentleness. So it's like God gentleness, and to step into that gentleness. That's the first thing. It's try to be observer of the guilt, because the guilt will come up when the trigger comes up. The guilt comes up. So that's the small G, right? So that the guilt comes up with the small g, because we feel triggered, and then we feel small, and then there's something wrong with us, and then we're hiding, and then, or we're not hiding, we're protecting, or whatever it is. So spirit here says to be gentle with yourself, and to allow yourself to be, and have compassion and gentleness when the trigger comes up. And how is that done? Be still. Be still, my daughter. I love you. Be still. Be still and know I am here. Difficult to do, huh? Difficult to do, difficult to do, difficult to experience, because you are so in it. It's the guilt is there, right? The guilt is there. So with the little g, it's a little g. It doesn't have any significance. So gentleness. It's okay that you're being triggered. There's nothing wrong with you. How funny that you feel guilty when you're not doing anything wrong. You're just hiding. You feel the conflict, you feel the pain, you want to hide. And it's funny, because your intentions are good. Our intentions are always good. In the physical realm, the thoughts of fear are so overpowering that we fall asleep at God's feet. We fall asleep on our Father's lap, but our Father is there caressing our hair. So we might fall asleep in our Father's lap, but we're held in gentleness. Our Father caresses and loves us, and this is also what we must do. Gentleness, grace. Trigger, gentleness, grace. Be aware of the guilt. Be aware of the separation. Be aware of the trigger. Oh, and and allow the emotion to come through. Don't constrict it. It's, ooh, I'm sad. This feels not good. Let's ride it in the wave. Cry. Allow yourself to feel the emotion. Don't constrict it. It's good. It's just let it be. I'll be there to dance in it with you. I'll dance with it in you. I will help you understand. Invite me in. Holy Spirit, the prayer could be, I forgive myself for creating this experience. I forgive myself for this creation. And when you're saying I forgive myself, and let me just talk real quick about this, because in the Course of Miracles, forgiveness is letting go of judgment. So I forgive myself for my judgment. Holy Spirit, help me to bless this. Help me to see beyond this. So it's very clear that when we have triggers, there's an element of gentleness. So let's go there. Gentleness first. The recognition that you cannot be triggered, that you actually um you trigger yourself by your judgments, by this person shouldn't be acting like this, or this person shouldn't be acting like that, or this is not supposed to be happening, or this is wrong. So now there's an element of acceptance, dear one. So there's an acceptance, a gentleness, an acceptance of what is exactly as it is. It doesn't mean that you're going to be complacent. It just means you're going to accept it as it is. This person is acting up. Good. That's what they're supposed to be doing. And how do we know they're supposed to be doing it? Byron Katie's voice is coming through, you know? How do we know that it's like that? Is because it's that way. This person is supposed to be triggering you, or is supposed to be in a bad mood, because they are. And fighting it and wanting it to be anything but what it is, we suffer. So gentleness, grace, acceptance of the moment, of not wanting it to be any other way than what it is, because what is always a gift. Although, sweetheart, dear one, you don't see it as a gift because of your projection, because of your interpretation, because of your beliefs and thoughts about the situation, that is killing you, hurting you, making you crazy, not remembering your father in this point, in this moment. So in turn, in closing, the answer to triggers is the gentleness, becoming the observer, grace, acceptance of the moment, allowing yourself to feel the feelings without judgment about yourself or the other. And then allow me to bring you home. I will bring you home. The willingness is there. I will bring you home. And you will just simply laugh at it. You will laugh at it. Look at that. I forgot who I was. Oh my God. I thought this person was my problem. Oh my God. I thought that was my problem. I thought that this was my problem. What a joke. You're just going to laugh. And then you awaken at the feet of your father. You awaken at the feet of your father. And you remember him and you remember yourself, your true self. And everything is lifted. Whew. That was fun. That was fun. Thank you, Spirit, for that message about triggers, about feelings. I'm so grateful. Helpful for me as I'm living in this in this world. You know, we're not different. We're all in this together. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be here as long as I feel guided on Thursdays at 111 in the morning. Yeah. I love you.